Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a Magic Review.
You seldom see Shaun Dunn in front of a camera because he's so busy working behind the scenes. But he has a keen eye for mentalism that entertains and amazes. And in this Penguin Live lecture, he shares direct, easy-to-perform pieces that leave plenty of opportunity for your personality to shine through. So, this is your chance to meet one of the guys behind the scenes here at Penguin Magic, and I'm sure you'll be pleasantly surprised by what you learn.
Hi, I'm Shaun Dunn, and join me at Penguin Live.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Got another download for you. Reviewing downloads, Magic Orthodoxy for the first time. Didn't used to review downloads. Did not used to review downloads, but we're living in a day and age where people don't like touching stuff for some reason. So downloads seem to be the way to go. And so as they are on the rise, as they climb the charts, I'm going to review them. I'm going to review them when I can, when they're available. And of course, Penguin Magic sent me a good one. This is Shaun Dunn Live. Now, if you don't know Shaun Dunn, he used to be a part of Paper Crane. Shaun is more of a behind the scenes guy. You're not probably going to be as familiar with him as an upfront performer, but he works down at Penguin Magic and he's a really fun and funny magician. Going to look at his live lecture, $30 at penguinmagic.com. That's right, 30 bucks. And it's 3 hours long. 30 bucks, 3 hours, that's $10 an hour. I can't even get a babysitter for $10 an hour, okay? So 3-hour lecture, you get a full routine, plus you get a PDF that also works as a key, so it'll help you find the trick that you're looking for. Let's talk about it. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of this download lecture? It is a Penguin Live lecture, of course, filmed at the Penguin Live Theater. And it's gonna bounce back and forth between performances he did for the audience, and he does that in a white jacket with a white shirt. And then it's gonna bounce over to the explanations, trick after trick. So you don't have to watch the whole thing. It goes from trick to explanation to trick to explanation. So you get to watch the explanations right away, which is nice. And in those, I'm assuming he's in a different room full of magicians. Like he plays a Chris Farley type of magician, or maybe Chris Poshen would be a better character. Very dry, kind of like the bumbling magician that, you know, magic happens around him, but he's not sure exactly how, or maybe he might forget a trick or two or how the trick goes. As far as what he's going to teach you, the first one is an example of just that. It's called Book Test for a Dummy. And in the live performance, he actually has a mistake occur with his spectator. The audience actually gives away the word he's thinking of, but he's also going to teach you the impromptu book test that you would have seen. The next trick is called My Eyes Are Up Here, and it's a peek routine that you do with your business cards. The spectator writes down the name to their favorite band. It's lost back in the pile. And then the magician has the spectator stare at the back of his pad of paper, and you're, of course, able to write down the band they were thinking of. And then, Dunn's deal, a shuffled deck, the spectator divides the deck randomly into 2 piles, and in just like an oil and water routine, you can show they separated the deck red from black. Then there's a memory routine, which is really good, probably my favorite one on here. The spectator makes a list of 20 different objects. You get 3 seconds to memorize those 20 objects, and then audience members shout out random numbers, and the magician recalls the item at that number. Then is white light, white heat, white card. A spectator thinks of a number, deals down to that number, and puts that packet of cards in their pocket. The magician then guesses the number, reveals the card that they were thinking of from a tabled prediction that matches the card they chose, and all the other cards are mysteriously blank. And then there's a closing effect. It's a stack of homemade written symbols. The spectator then draws out the symbol they were thinking of while you are back to back. It kind of like it's done in a tossed out deck style, but it's only done with one person. And then as the spectator draws their symbol, you duplicate it, but then you also combine it with kind of like a reading about them. Shaun is also going to share some other tricks with you that didn't make it into the routine. He's going to give you his key bend. He's going to give you another peek and a ridiculously easy way to know a thought of card at the dinner table. His last little thing that he's going to show you is called Instant Knockout, and it's a sneak peek of a marketed effect that he did with Matt Mello. Then there's an interview with Dan Harlan. Then there's some talk about stage persona. Then they're going to talk about beginners in magic, and then he'll close by talking about his experience with Paper Crane. Now you can see, right? Now you can see 3 hours worth of material. And here's the best part. How much practice does it require? All these tricks are extremely easy to do. Extremely easy to do. And I think that's so great because with a comedy act, like how he presents it, and also having a stage persona, which they talk about in great detail, talk about your stage persona, your character, thinking about your character and choosing tricks that work for your character. When you have easy tricks, it allows you to focus all of your attention on presentation. It allows you to focus all your attention on your spectators. You know, you're trying to remember doing this complicated move or that complicated move, and in the middle of that, you forgot the guy's name. And he's sitting there on stage and you're like, hey, buddy, right? Hey, pal, can you give me that pen? No. So that's the great thing about this routine is that it's so easy and you don't have to worry about complicated sleights or difficult moves. You're able to take your time through these routines. And some of these routines are very simple and he stretches them out. He stretches them out with jokes and humor and riffing and banter. It's a lot of fun to watch. You're going to enjoy it. I'm telling you. Positives, that's my positive. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy watching it. You're going to enjoy learning from it. These are some simple things you could insert easily into your routine. I mean, you're not going to steal his whole routine. Please don't steal his whole routine. But some of these tricks will fit in between other tricks in your routine. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Or he's going to give you some brilliant thought about something that you already do and a way that you could make it just a little bit simpler. Negatives, it's 3 hours long. It's 3 hours long. I know that seems like a weird negative, but sometimes when you have to sit through it and watch the whole thing, break it up, right? Don't watch it all in one sitting. Well, I don't know. When you got time, right? You got time. What else are you doing? What else are you doing? Watch it all the way through, right? I mean, that's why you have the PDF key, so you can skip around. But yeah, it's 3 hours. It's long, but it's a good long. Okay, how's that? Is it worth your money? It's 30 bucks. Like I said, $10 an hour. Can't beat it, right? Can't beat it. 10 bucks an hour, that's not even minimum wage, right? 10 bucks an hour. You owe Shaun Dunn money. You owe him money. You can find this at penguinmagic.com. I want to thank Shaun Dunn. I want to thank Penguin Magic for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, where are you going to find it, kids? penguinmagic.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.